Okay guys, welcome back to Epic 15, the CSGO Grand Final. This is Crossy back with you alongside Huss, and we are watching the knife round here. It's now 1-1 on the maps after Choke took down Inferno. They're now on their map choice here as well on Train, and we're seeing Jacob trying to run for his life against 3 Choke players, all tagged, so we could see a huge play on this knife round, but looking unlikely.
Yeah, I mean, we got 50 seconds left. Yeah, I'm not casting knife rounds. I refuse to. But this map pick is Chokes. They are feeling very confident. You just walked past the Kaz guys. Their heads were down. They were in a huddle, just talking about what went wrong. Kaz, on the other hand, they were buzzing. They were happy with them. Choke, sorry, were happy. They were buzzing after their win on Inferno. Oh my God! Please no. Is he going to do it? Is this the 1v3 clutch dream?
Could be. This is going in the highlight video. If it is, and it is, he's taking it. Nice. The one time we decided not to commentate a knife round, something good happens in it.
Never commentate knife rounds. Unless you got someone like Kainai and do it in a Russian accent, then no. Oh, Imi there with the banter. More kills than last map. Oh, banter. I mean, that's what LAN's all about. It's all about the banter, getting in there. As CAZ eSports, they are starting on the CT side. For me, though, Train is pretty even right now. Very few teams actually know how to play the CT side correctly. So we could potentially see Choke grab an early lead here as their pistol strat is going to be a slow walk here towards to be a pop dog. And he's already out on the A site. Is able to get the entry. It's actually going to translate into a B push, it seems. Still slow walking. Now they are making some noise. PC is playing very deep on this site, holding back. Declan on oil, gets one from ring, looking for a second, gets flashback. He's gonna have to fall for now.
Yeah, he is, and the plant comes in. See Declan trying to make his way up alongside Reason, so they are pushing together. I like that play as Mighty Max is taken down, so there is a good chance they can take this back. Powell with the frag. Declan though firing straight back on Peggy, and Reason able to get the frag as that buys time for Spuds to get that defuse. So a really good retake from Kaz there.
Yeah, definitely so. Choke were able to get the bomb down, which means we're not going to see them buy anything up this round. Imi was able to save his Tech 9 as well in there.
I think I agree with your point about the CT setup being quite difficult on this new Train, and I think it's something that teams have struggled with on Train, even the older version since CSGO came out. We got the chance for a spray down. They're in a killing shoot, and Spuds is able to pick up one and do some damage to several others. Reason steps out through the smoke, gets to SEO was blind during that point. Jacob manages to get a spray down, but good work from Choke during that melee. They were able to get the bomb plant down, so that's going to be some more cash in the bank for them.
Yeah, it was interesting they still went for a buy, however. I mean, they were Tech 9 full armor and Mazer. Meaning they'll have to eco one more here. Could see them go for another similar buy here and rely on the bomb plant, but it looks like they are just going flat out for those pistols. No armor, just the pistols themselves. P250, Tech 9 still on Imi. As again, it's going to be a play here towards B to start things off through white walls. They're going to go for the good old pop dive.
They are going for it, pouring out into upper now, but Spuds is out on top with one frag. Mighty Max gets a chance to get another plant down as Jacob with the MP7 going for economy comes out, and again he's mopping up the last of the players and gets the defuse in as well. So 3-0 it's going to be to Kaz. Choke after a slightly botched economy, I guess you could say, are now going to be back on the buy, you'd think.
Yeah, now they are going to be on a buy, and that could have been why we saw them actually put a lot of money into that. Yeah. Power pick up the AWP. We still put a lot of money into that second round there because they knew they wanted to double eco it to get this economy going, to get that AWP on the T side, because they knew the Spuds would do the exact same. So they were reliant so heavily on bomb plants, they actually put quite a bit into that second round and some into the third as well, still knowing that they were able to grab themselves an AWP here. As it is going to be Pow just holding main for the time being, it seems.
influential that AWP can come to be. Chak taken down about half HP. Ezio gets dinked by Jacob, taken down to 33 hit points, but he gets the kill. So that's going to open up a bit of an avenue into B potentially with one of those players going down. So Spuds with the AWP onside chance for a pick. It was a half chance. He was on the move and wasn't able to crack out. But Declan steps up and takes down Powell as he tries to move into the toilets. A couple of choke players on low HP as we go just under a minute left to play in this fourth round. The first buy versus buy, an important one for these teams, for Chunk to try and get a bit of momentum going if they can. But so far, early stages, Kaz looking solid on their CT setup. Chak might have some attention and drops out just before there was a peek inside. Still under fire though, and on 6 HP decides to get out of there.
Time being, we are 4v4. Declan is going to get one. Both frames the second, able to get it. And that is, of course, why players love that M4, A4. 30 bullets in a clip. Means you can do spray downs like that. That's now going to be 4 rounds to choke. The AWP not too effective. Going to have to probably eco this one. They could force it with Galils. Just going to be happy with the Tech 9s once again here. As Kaz seem, for the time being, to have this CT side on lockdown.
They do, yeah. Train, you could argue it's a CT-sided map and always has been, but if you don't get your main setup together, then you can have players pouring all over that main area out in the open, and then they've got the option into A, but also plenty of routes to get towards B from there as well. So you do have to be on point, especially on that A site in the open area. And we've got Spuds with the AWP. He might have a peek from Powell very soon and misses the shot. But he's going to have a second bite of the cherry possibly as they start to pour out into the upper site. Going to try and get that plant down again and work from there if they can. Reason with the frag. How good work taking down Reason. Imi chases Jacob through into the middle area. Chak got players all around him. Going to do what he can, and he's already picked up one on Imi. And what a shot that is from Chak on the spin. Leaving it down to Spuds on top of the train. Picks up the no-scope on Powell, and they are going to get that defused. So it's 5-0. 5 straight from Kaz, but a good eco from Choke.
Counter-terrorists win.
Yeah, it was indeed a nice eco there coming out from Choke Gaming, but even so, they lost the round. They're now on this AK buy. They tried the AWP, it didn't work for them, so they will revert to their Inferno setup, which was, of course, the 5 rifles, favouring the mollies as well over the second flash, or over the HE instead. It looks like they're gonna... What are they doing at spawn? Setting up these smokes. There we go. These are some well-drilled smokes here that essentially created a whole wall between Red Train and Z. But they still... Oh, they've got a smoke between Red and Green as well. They essentially created a series of smokes using the trains to help them. But Jacob and Reason are still there, ready and waiting, pushing through. Pushing around Pop as well is Declan, just Peggy left. The smokes were on point. The execute came a little bit too late. They're a little bit lackluster. As it looks like he should get taken down here, and he does.
Yeah, he does. And very interesting to see that smoke tactic that they used. It has a lot of potential, but straight off the bat, Spuds was able to get the pick before the smokes had even popped. As that was one player down, and then good work from Jacob, who seems to be trying to get quite aggressive out of that B. He's pushing through to above Pop ladder. Was there very quickly to be able to rotate and drop down and get in behind these players that were going to try and make use of that smoke wall that they created. Got Powell back on the AWP here, trying to shift the momentum and put around in their favour. Jacob's got the chance of a kill, jumping around in the toilets area, but he doesn't come away with it, and he comes off second best as well.
Does as Powell now with this AWP, really just trying to find an opening here, one towards upper, seeing if Kaz have gone aggressive, but just sitting back. And this was one of the problems which we actually saw 27-1 have on Friday. It feels so long ago up against Defiled. Defiled played the CT side so deep and so passive, they really weren't showing anything. The T side going to find it actually hard to get on in here, and there it is straight away. Spray down the molly and the nade. That's a double molly kill coming in from Declan. As it is now just Powell and Emmy, last 2 remaining.
Now they're looking really solid on both sides here, Kaz. They've got a good upper setup. They're not exposing themselves too much. Powell with the AWP trying to make something happen and does take down Spuds, the Kaz AWPer, so he's going to have to rebuy that one.
Yeah, as there it is, Reason and Declan finishing the round out. This is looking like a bit of a whitewash here. 7 rounds to 0. What a good old train. Jacob picks up an M4 from his buddy. Getting rather low on cash, but just look at Spuds and Declan right now, and Chuck as well. They have very few deaths between them. Just allows them to keep on buying, and they're sitting on five figures of money right now. Flashes and nades do go out towards this base side once again. Not going for smokes just yet. Might save those one situations. Jimmy gets a 1-2. Quick headshot to Declan and Reason. Those are some pretty big frags. Declan and Reason are pretty high up on the scoreboard right now. They drop Spuds, and they're in a great position to take this round. And Spuds last man standing. It's as easy as that for Choke after they get the bomb down as well.
It is, and Choke getting their first round on the board. Still playing cash for Kaz, so they can keep on buying. But I guess one thing you can say, it's not looking great for Choke right now, even if they have got that round in the bank. But there's no saying they couldn't do exactly the same thing on their CT setup. This is a preferred map of theirs, and it is one of those maps where you can lock it down. Always have been able to in pretty much any game, any format for the Counter-Strike series. It's been one of those where the right setup as Imi steps out, and he seems to be in form. He got a double last time out, and he's made the opening pick here in a bit. He's got a second again, taking down Jacob, and that's a pair of frags for him. Mighty Max able to grab Declan before he stops Peggy, trying to push him to the other side. Reason gets Imi up top, so it is 3v2. Bomb gets planted over at the B site, and it's a chance for a Kaz retake.
Yeah, they're coming from both upper and Z. Shaq is probably going to be able to find this frag onto Pow. There's 2 players left now, it's just 1. Mighty Max, last man standing. Gets the frag, gonna have to get rid of Chak here, he's holding it. He's able to get the frag. Just a little bit of time left on that one. Picks up the AWP for his buddy Pow. That's now Choke building some momentum up. Can Kaz go for a buy? Yeah, they can.
Yeah, absolutely fine. They'll have to drop a gun to Jacob, but they're going to keep on pushing through by the looks of it. AWP's getting trade around. I don't think Jacob's going to stick with that, to be honest. And that does go into the hands of Spuds. So 7-2, couple of rounds on the spin for Choke. That's how it's going to be up, and they're hitting this mid area fast again. Shaq's going to have a chance, and he does make the frag. And he's got the chance for a second as well, which he does make, taking down Peggy. Mighty Max, last man standing, and he is gone quickly.
Yeah, that's another great thing about Train for the CT side. It's a very quick rotate straight between connector if you do want to get from A to B or B to A.
Any hope of Choke trying to get back into this one? Crushed, and they're back on the eco.
Yeah, Tech 9s. They got a 2 Tech 9s, 3 P, 2 biddies. A good amount of nades there on Pow. There's some 2 frags coming in early on here. Spuds is going to get the leg of Pow. That results in a frag coming in. Max and Ezio have found themselves some M4s. Max should probably drop his M4 to a teammate if they get for him. He really isn't great, but he is playing safe for the time being. Ezio on the site, puts him down to 9 HP. Peggy trying to find the frag here. Sandwiches Spuds in, and now it's just Reason and good old T-Sack or Chak left. Goes for the bomb. Peggy's there with the AWP. There it is, an eco win on Choke.
Yeah, good stuff. All of that set up by Declan and Jacob, who got aggressive, sat themselves into the smoke facing the full-on eco rush, and just allowed Choke players to get around them before anyone really knew what was happening. And maybe if they'd sat back and been a little more passive on that B site, then they would have been absolutely fine. Left Spuds a bit too much to do. He made the opening pick as players poured down the ramp, but he had 3 coming at the same time, I think. Missed a second flick shot, which is a really tough shot. And here come Choke. They are on the rampage now. A couple of frags up in the upper to the main area, and they've got 3v1 chance to get the plant down. That will happen pretty quickly. Reason did a good job picking up a couple, but it looks like it's all down to Declan, and a tough ask for him to try and retake this open area. Don't think he's going to go for it at all.
Yeah, losing this one puts Kaz onto the eco round as well. Declan currently saving 4.7k. It's going to be a good amount to take through to that next round. It means that at least someone will have something to work with. But Choke grabbing their 4th round. I think if they get to about 6 here, they'll probably be happy with their performance, but then it relies on their CT side, and as I mentioned in the first map, they're a T favoured team. Their T side is stronger than their CT. The map comes into it, I guess, and we could have a close game on our hands here.
Yeah, no doubt. I think a poor CT setup can get exposed here on Source TV's frozen, so it looks like we've got some pause that's going to come up at some point.
We do indeed. Not too sure what that's about. Either that or GoTV is dead. You never know. But right now, let's take a quick look at the scoreboard. You have Reason there with 15 frags, Spuds on 11, Declan 10, Chak on 7, Jacob at the bottom there on 6. On the other hand, though, Imi mid-table 7. He's the guy you want to be looking out for. If he's anywhere in the top half, then something isn't exactly going too great. Mighty Max is there on 11 at the top. Peggy lagging behind. Everyone, in fact, lagging behind Mighty Max, really playing quite well.
Yeah, and we are back with some live action, so a bit of a spoiler, we're going to have a pause upcoming pretty soon. So Declan is able to save that weapon. And we do have 8-7. Interesting, Powell the AWPer is sitting so low on the scoreboard, hasn't been much of an influence at all yet on this T side. So there's still the chance that he could start opening the taps up. Maybe he wants to hit a few shots and get in form, ready to start locking things down on CT side, or at least try and do that. CAZ eSports forced back onto a pistol, apart from Declan with the rifle that he's saved, so he's going to be out in the B area trying to hold that. And you might have some attention, but no, the players have dropped down instead of going for a pop push. Someone got tagged there. That's SEO. But Imi's in there, and again, entry frags into main. That seems to be Imi's forte this game, and he's got a second as well. Good spray down.
Oh wow, Jack with the knife frag onto How, and now he's picked up this AWP. This isn't, surely this isn't going to be a 5k coming out from Chak, where it all started with a knife. If so, it's embarrassing. Declan picks up one. It's just Imi left now. He's going to be lurking. Chak going to probably try and face him here. Imi picks it up. Declan still holding this. He's going to get the defuse come in. He's got 5 seconds left. Can he do it?
I think he can. He's done it.
Bomb has been defused.
And the frag.
Jack,
Big play.
That was pretty special. Chak. Yeah, Jack, what a play that was. Comes in with a knife, which we just missed, and then pulls the AWP out, not the team AWPer, and unleashes 3 awesome shots in quick succession. Really good stuff, and it gave opportunity for Declan to come out and pick up that defuse right at the end. So 9-4 it is in favour of CAZ, and with the finances, we've got Spuds with the opening pick taking down SEO, so momentum is shifting back in favour of CAZ. You would think. Chak in there again with the frag, and they're trading. Spuds with the AWP, Powell with a couple. Then maybe it's time for him to start waking up. 2 versus 2 then, and with about a minute left to go, just over. Now going to the pop dog from Powell, as he's going to try and make his way to the site. Both players around him, and Jacob saw head just enough to make that shot and takes him down. So it is going to be 2v1 with Peggy last man standing on the site.
Yeah, Peggy just actually spotted Jacob there towards the back of the train, so he knows roughly where he is, which is why we're seeing him rotating this way, kind of worried about the flank coming in, always checking exactly where Jacob is. Now he's picked up the bomb, he will jump up onto the train, spot towards Z, and now it looks like he will try and go for the plant. He tries, Jacob gets the pick, but now he has to be careful of Declan, as he is going to go for the bomb plant here. Declan should be quick on this one, but all Peggy needs is the headshot. Declan jumps up onto the train, gets the frag, the defuse will come in. That's going to be a 10-4. As Declan also retrieves the AWP.
Let's go and finish that one off, 10-4. Enough money in the bank for Choke to put a buy together for this final round. And so all in all, they've got to be pretty happy with the way that they've locked this one down. Choke a strong T-sided team, as we've already talked about, so if they can limit them to 4 or 5, then they've got to be feeling fairly confident about their chances going forward. It's going to be reliant on Choke getting things set up nice and early. Haven't got too many rounds to play with. Can't afford to lose the pistol, really.
Yeah, that's going to be when they do switch over towards that second half. We have one final round here, and Jacob's going to be the man opening it up for CAZ eSports. Reasons there with the second onto Ezio. He's looking for another, gets that one, looking for a third now. It is just Mighty Max left standing. How mighty can he go? Not very, as he will get taken down by the Czech, the Greekman, the Greek, I guess. And that's going to be an 11-4. Choke really on the back foot.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
So second half upcoming then, and it's going to be all the tale of this pistol round and how it goes for both teams. If CAZ can go and pick that one up and step through and try and get the next couple as well, then that's going to put them on 14-4 and then leave them in a position where Choke need to be on point from second one on the first buy v buy with their rifles. But you never know, they might be able to hold this one still. In very early stages, we're probably going to get a tentative build up. Nothing too committal straight off the bat. Mighty Max is up there in the window, so he could be an easy target up there. As soon as he starts firing bullets down, they'll know where he is and they'll be looking to pick him off if they do decide to hit into that upper area.
Yeah, very passive from CAZ for the time being. It looks like the 2 players on B will probably just be a fake, as Max in this position is actually a pretty slow retake. Rotate, sorry, as Jacob does connect onto Peggy. This is going to open up side. Fouls there, 1-2 for him. Chuck will get the return as we are 3v3. Max is the key player here, but he does get taken down. Ezio and Imi, last 2 standing. Make that now just Ezio in the 1 versus 3.
Not the result that Choke wanted, and this could be the beginning of the end for them potentially. As Ezio can pull out something sick here. We have seen a bit of a special individual play from Shaq not too long ago, so it could happen. So I'm going to try and challenge. Just looking for someone he can pick off. Go try and do it one at a time if you can. And they're not really committing now. They do commit, but they commit in force with 2 of them stepping out at the same time. Yesio does get the frag, taking down Spuds, but it's going to be 12-4 to CAZ.
Yep, not what Choke wanted. Essentially, they're going to be playing from 14-4 down to try and come back and win 16-14. Very little room for error. They will be forcing up here, however. Scout 5.7, P250. Owl, of course, with that scoped-in rifle. HE from Max does go towards main. Connects with Jake, and they actually double nade him. Going down to 39 HP. They are going for a top play. That's Imi going down. Ezio is looking for more. Spuds getting snagged down. The old now. In fact, it's Jacob. Look, Jacob falling. Spuds on a mere 1 HP. Gonna have to be careful.
He's got to be wary of those nades. Peggy comes out on top and makes that frag. Declan doesn't know Mighty Max is just above him up there in the nest. And Choke have got a half-decent setup for upper here. Bomb's going in the other direction though, into B. It's going to be an easy plant. And still got 1 player left to try and run a misdirection play. He's made his way out into back steps. So now Choke start to get the idea that he's going to be the other site. They're going to make their way in there. Got Ezio coming up top. Could have a challenge straight off the bat, but no. The CAZ player doesn't show himself. Peggy and Chuck going into the back of the site. Ezio with the chance to make the kill on Shaq, and he does. And it's Declan picking up Peggy. So 1 player each left. Ezio on the site, and that headshot's going to do it. 13-4.
But nonetheless, a strong eco round there from Choke. As it looks like we're into yet another pause here. In fact, no, there we go. But a strong eco there. They got 4 frags, forced 4 rebuys. The plant obviously won't help Choke out when it comes to keeping CAZ under the wraps. It's yet again going to be another side play coming out from 3 of them. Spuds and Jacob just slamming out through main. The initial shot is not going to connect with power. He's down to 67, but They weren't able to find the frag. Max getting up close here with Reason. They know where he is. Just is going to get the frag onto Power. Max is going to fall. Peggy goes down as well. Even just as he's going to go down. Look at the HP though. Kaz 1, 10, and 31.
Yeah, prime example of getting the tags, but not the frags for those guys. It's a Reason top of the scoreboard, 22 and 10. The rest of his teammates falling behind just a little bit. Powell starting to warm up just a little, but still on 7 and 16. SEO down there in the same kind of level, same exact score actually, same KDR. We've seen that SEO has been fairly quiet all events so far, but it's been the first buy versus buy, and his Immy coming out top with 2 frags. Chance for Spuds to do something with the AWP, and Declan comes out as well, bringing it back even. Spuds with a shot on Powell, down by side, and he might have the chance for a second one as well. That's Peggy in there, so numbers favour Kaz, going to try and get it to overtime at best, 15-4, and with SEO and Peggy still holding a loose grip on this A site.
Check though, he's going to get the one tap to SEO's head, leaving just Peggy, last man standing here. This is essentially the last straw. If this breaks, then we're headed to Mirage a lot quicker than we expected here. As it is going to be a B play. Peggy is rotating up, but will more than likely get taken down as soon as he shows at the top of that ladder. Gonna be Declan. Yeah, Declan's just on here. It's as easy as that. Map point now for CAZ eSports.
And Choke haven't got enough to put a proper buy together either, so I think we are seeing the beginning of the end here, and it will be Mirage as the next. But you never know, there's still a moment, there's still a chance. I got the Swag 7 out in the hands of Marty Max, and that's done some serious damage to 27 in 1 in this tournament in particular, so you can't rule it out if he gets him close. It's like Peggy might be trying to get a little bit aggressive on side. We're not going to have much joy from there. There's no one there, and Mighty Max does come out on top with the Swag 7. It looks like we might see a hold here from Choke. Reason doing a good job on the site, taking down a couple of players. So Kaz going to be looking to work from this now. Still one man down on the advantage. Peggy has got a chance for a long-range shot on Spuds, who's going to get out of dodge for the time being and just live to fight another day. SEO coming in through Connector. Going to have some attention up close. Immy though, good work taking Spuds from the angle. 1v3. Peggy looks like he might have his man, and does. So Choke live to fight another day, 15-5.
Question is, how many more days do they fight for? Because they have to win 10 rounds straight in a row. Yes, it's Train. Yes, it's CT favored arguably. But CAZ, they've had the momentum with them. They've had the aim. They've been winning these duels. They only need one. They need 10% of the rounds left. And that really isn't a lot.
No, you think they'd be able to pick that out from somewhere? Got Mike Max on top of the train. AWP shot cracked away, but that didn't connect with anything from the CT side. So Powell with the AWP in hand. Tiny maybe B is going to be their better route to get in. Then they might not have any long-range concerns to worry about. Spuds put the AWP down, going for the AK this time. Full rifle setup. Powell now not really in a position where he can influence proceedings with his AWP, with things going inside. He'll be looking to make his way to Connector and do as much damage as he can from long range. 30 seconds left to go. The nades are going to go in, and that molly is going to slow down progress into the site just a little bit. We can see Declan's health ticking away as he makes his way in. SEO with a chance to take down Chak, and he does exactly that. Immy on the site seems to be a big influence on the team here, and he's got a second. He takes down Spuds just a second after the plant went in. Chance from upper as Jacob gets a frag on Powell, but Reason gets caught from behind by Mighty Max. Jacob with the fire is able to pick up SEO, but it's Mighty Max mopping up, and it is going to be 2 rounds on the bounce for Choke.
Yep, 2 down, 9 to go now for Choke Gaming. And again though, Kaz, they got the plant down. Does that allow them to buy here? It does not. I mean, they're more than welcome to force if they want. They're in a position where they can. Yeah, it looks like they won't be doing just Tech 9s for the time being. So expect a bit of a rush play, probably out of main or out of pop. You never know. There are actually a lot of places to go for a fast play. You can go fast side, fast B, fast pop, fast main. All of them can work effectively. But it looks like it's just going to be a slow, steady contact play towards the B site. Everyone just hucking on in as they now make their way towards the site.
Go try and work this B again. Were able to get in and pick up a plant last round, but that was all they got out of it. Going to be trying to do the same thing again, and here it comes. SEO is in a perfect position to spray down. He's got two straight off the back before he runs out. Imi doing the same thing, and he's eventually caught, but it's SEO there backing up and taking down Declan. The full rotate now coming into the site, and it's Reason Love down in the smoke, and he's caught quite easily. So Choke come out, only lose one man, don't give away a bomb plant, so good round from them.
Now they have another test ahead of them though. It's going to be a full rifle setup. See, this is something as well which favours Kaz here. They've got 8 more rounds just to test things out, see how different setups work on this map up against Choke. If these AKs don't work, we could see a double AWP setup at some point. You never know once that economy gets going. Max is just on the bomb train there. And he's trying to frag like double. That's the second time we've seen a double volley kill. 2 players left now. Declan and Chuck, these rifles not doing what they were paid for.
Yeah, they've pretty much given it away here. Peggy going to get the frag on Declan, that's the bomb down there. And they just gave it away far too easily, pushed that into upper, got unloaded on by pretty much anything that Choke had to throw at them, and they've held it very well, leaving Shaq last man standing. Walking along here up top, just going to try and pick up a loose frag. Choke player going on the chase. Maybe try and save out if he can, but he's not going to get that opportunity unless he takes down SEO, and he doesn't. Comes out second best on that exchange, 15-8.
And Kaz actually going for another eco here. Means, well, the amount they're actually putting into this means they will have the banks for an AWP, potentially 2. So it is certainly an option here if they do want to mix things up, try and take those long range duels. But for Choke right now, they're looking pretty comfortable coming back into this. But I said it's a big old 1, 2, 3. If he runs out, but it's time to jump. He gets dragged down by Declan. There's actually a team kill in there as well from Spuds, as it is now just Declan last man standing. He's going towards Pop Dog, as well as some spray, but right now he is on the top of the B-bomb site.
I'm just going to watch things play out here. About a minute left to go, and they're going to try and hunt him down. Declan trying to get out with whatever weapon he can, and he can't get out with anything. And so for the Cows then, they've got $1 to keep on buying, and I'm thinking they probably will do that. Got the money for AWPs as well if they want to go that route.
So think about it, Spuds wants one here, and he'll go for it. The other question was whether they wanted the second one onto a Reason or not. The answer was no, sticking with the AK for the time being. And Spuds is going to be going for the quick main peek, not actually finding anything. That's Peggy here, just playing around Ivy. Yeah, not really seeing too much. Declan going for the boost up out of pop. There is of course the window there. Peggy should have Chuck in his crosshair soon enough. Just decides to smoke it out instead.
Power with the AWP in mid. Going to try and get the opening pick on anyone that dares to try and step into his domain there. Good to see the good old-fashioned AWP across mid back in play on train. It's always been a favourite map of mine. In whatever guise it has been in train, but we see 45 seconds left to go, and still the players being patient. Seen a few times where they've rushed in a bit like headless chickens, and it's not paid off for him. Imi gets tanked down to 74, throws a Molotov, drops out, and he's going to be calling there's a possible B push coming in. 30 seconds left, and they are going to commit to this. They're getting their nades and their flashes ready to go in. And actually that's a fake from Jacob, and they're now making their way back towards the A site. Running out of time, going to have to move really quickly on this. Reason pushes out, Spuds with a pick on the AWP as well, and as long as they can get to the site uninterrupted, which they can, with Reason getting the plant down, they might be okay here. Jacob picks up a frag on SEO, leaving Imi and the AWP of Powell, and there goes Imi. Powell last man, try and keep them in this. Declan finds him, and it is going to be 16-9. We are going to see some Mirage.
Yeah, we are, and the real difference with that final round there was in fact the AWP. Spuds went out on that site, he got the cross-map or cross-site AWP shot and opened it up. Then there was one player left, which I believe it was Reason, dispatched off towards Green Train. And then just zoned them out, connected, got the bomb down, found the final frags as the pressure was on Choke, and picked up the map. That's going to be 2-1 now in favour of CAZ eSports as we move on to Mirage.
Yes, we do. So we'll take a couple of minute break. Probably going to be about 5 minutes before Mirage does take place. Give the players a few minutes to have a breather. And we are going to be back here for the Epic 15 Grand Final. CAZ take a 2-1 lead on proceedings as we go to Mirage. Catch you soon.